And so we say welcome to GROOVIN Radio, welcome to Mic Check. Graham Russell, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm very good, sir. How are you? That was a great intro, by the way.
well, thank you very much, sir, because you know Air Supply, the group is loved all over the world. But when it comes to Jamaica, Air Supply is one of the group that Jamaicans adore. Now,
great.
Lost in Love, a big song. Tell us about Lost in Love. Who wrote this song?
I wrote that song.
You wrote this song?
It was written, yeah, it was written in 15 minutes in Australia, in Adelaide in 1978. And since then it's been played 4 million times
wow.
on the radio in the US alone. That's just in the United States. So it's done very well, and it's a very, it's a simple song. It's only got 4 chords, but I think it's the way Russell sang the song. His brilliant tenor voice really opened it up and just made it what it was, what it is.
Now, tell us about the experience when you guys came to Jamaica, when Air Supply came to Jamaica. What was it like for the group?
Well, it was great. We didn't know that people would know us there. Well, we had a feeling they might know us, but not to that degree, so we were very, very surprised. But it was it was a monumental surprise for us, and even more so because my sister has lived in Jamaica for 40 years. So
yes.
I'd been there a couple of times, without working, to see her, and she's married to a Jamaican gentleman who is a beautiful guy, and so I have an extended family of a lot of Jamaican people. Some of my nieces are Jamaican, and I have a great family there, and I love it. It's great.
Not for sale.
And Graham, I must tell you that this song sends chills up people's spine when you play this song. I mean, the lyrics of the song, the beat of the song, it's so powerful. Now, when you're on stage, and you do a song like this, and especially when you're in a country that you're wondering how much they know Air Supply, and you look out in the audience and you see the audience and you feel the audience, they're singing back at you. How does that make you feel on stage?
It makes you feel really good, trust me. It makes you feel that the work you've done over the years is really hitting home, and people are enjoying something, and you're bringing something to people, and they're giving back to you. They're singing the music back to you, so it's a reciprocal thing. It's a beautiful thing, especially in those large venues.
Yes,
nothing really beats that. It's beautiful.
A lot of folks have covered your songs, including Celine Dion, as I said, The Power of Love. Down in Jamaica, Jamaican artists, reggae artists have covered your song. Now, take us back to when the group just started, and I mean, why music, and what got you into music?
Music chose us for sure. I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just was compelled to do it. I just knew I had to write songs and words down and play the guitar. It was just there. But I was incredibly influenced by the Beatles, of course. They were my biggest influence. And when I met Russell, they were his biggest influence too. So we had great things in common to create Air Supply. It was really an extension of how much we both love the Beatles.
Well, now the name Air Supply. Who came up with that name, Air Supply?
I came up with that. I had a dream about it the night before the deadline for us to have a name, and I saw a billboard. A white billboard with flashing lights all around it, and in the middle of the billboard it said 2 words, and it just said Air Supply.
And that's how
we never knew what it meant. That's how it came.
Wow. And years later, the name resonate around the world. Wherever you go, Air Supply is that super group from Australia. We thank you very much for talking to us this morning, and we're just so happy
You're very welcome, sir.
We're happy to have on behalf of all of us here at GROOVIN, a big thank you for accepting the invitation, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Take care, Russell.
See you soon.
Take care. We'll talk.
Bye-bye.
BREADMAN, make up yourself your life is not a dead man.